Hey everybody, it's Eddie Joe on Crypto for Grow My Bag TV, and we need to break it all down. I had a hard time this morning actually squeezing everything into today's Crypto Minute. It's nuts. So there was a fake Ledger Live app on the Microsoft Store or in the Microsoft Store, and it cost users about 588 million. I mean, $588,000. That's huge. I mean, it does bring into light, you know, there are no promises when you use these stores, right? So when I look at these stores, you have to be very careful about what you're downloading and how you're downloading it. So right now I'm looking at it as go to the site. So go to Ledger, and see if there's a link to the store from there to download their app. Don't just go to the Microsoft Store or the Apple Store or the Google Store. Don't just go to one of these stores and just download an app. Also, you want to look to see who created the app, right? So not only click the link from the website of the firm or of the company that you want to get the app from, but also verify who actually created the app. Sometimes it'll say the right name as to who actually created it. So you want to pay attention to that and be safe. I don't know what's going to happen with those users that downloaded the wrongful app. I don't think there's liability on anybody except that, hey, you should have been more careful. That's not cool. So please be wary of when you're downloading something so you can make sure that you're downloading the right thing. Polygon surpasses about 7 million, not even about, they surpassed 7 million transactions on zkEVM. Huge news. That is huge news. Think about this. As they start approaching not launching, but getting into their 2.0 version, surpassing 7 million transactions is actually a big threshold. So I'm expecting more. I'm expecting greater speeds, greater resilience, right? Because what I'm looking for is for crypto to surpass everything that goes on with a credit card. That's really what I'm looking for, except with, far less fees. That's the whole point. Especially if you are a store, you should really be accepting crypto. I just firmly believe in that. If you're online, you're selling T-shirts, you should be accepting crypto. If you're a candy store or a grocery store, if brick and mortar should be accepting crypto. I mean, MATIC is mad fast. It's mad fast. And then once MATIC, Ripple, XLM, there are a few coins that are just crazy fast. Solana, Cardano, they're just mad fast. The reason why I say so is because the transaction is done right there at the register. And I mean done. I don't mean, oh, you got to wait for the money to transfer. You got to wait for this, wait for it. No, done. Done. And the person cannot make the purchase unless they have the funds. That's the kicker. As you look at crypto, think about it as going back to cash. That's really how I equate it. Back in the day, everybody bought everything with cash. You want a house, you want a car, you want anything, you bought it with cash. Well, crypto makes it so that you can't purchase anything unless you've actually got the money. If you don't have the money, well, you can't purchase that. That's pretty good. That's all I'm saying. I think that's pretty good. All right. So that's positive news. Ledger Live, not so positive news, but also not a huge hit. Polygon was positive news. Something else that's positive news. Ripple might be able to drop that $770 million fine that they got from the SEC all the way down to less than 40. Yeah, that's going to be big. So I'm watching to see if that actually happens. But that's not really the story, right? The real story is that the case might be coming to a close and Ripple might actually win. That is the story. That is why you're seeing Ripple soaring right now. It's at like 69 cents or something like that. I can't tell you how huge that is. Like huge. Let me see if I can open everything up so I can prepare for going over the numbers, because I didn't do that before. I hope it doesn't disturb my video. We'll see. If it does, and of course I open up the wrong one. So I take the chance and I open up the wrong set of tabs. That bites. Let me see if I can open up coin, because I don't want them all to open up at the same time, because that'll disturb the video. So open up that one. Bitcoin. I think those are really the only two that we actually need right now, right? I don't think I'm going to pay attention to the fear and greed index today because it's going to be green. Um, and we'll cover that when we get into the numbers in a little bit. Something else that happened back in July, I told you guys about how OpenSea laid off 20% of their staff. And to me, I have to tell you, here's how it works in my head. 10%, laying off 10% of your staff is a restructuring. 20% of your staff is a freaking mistake. It's a freaking problem. That's what that is. You made missteps and now you've got to find a way to correct them. Well, again, in 2023, you're laying off another 20%. Another 20% of your staff. I'm just going to put that out there. So you didn't get it right in 2022 and you didn't get it right in 2023. Maybe one of those things that you got wrong was not respecting royalty fees. I mean, even Mark Cuban and I were pissed off about that. It was huge. These artists go out there and they create these things and, they want to be able to make money, going forward. Small royalty fees, right? But no, they can't do that. They're not allowed to do that because OpenSea didn't respect that. I think they lost market share. Companies like Rarible coming along and eating their lunch. I think that's really what happened. So yeah, they're trying to launch, OpenSea 2.0 soon. I think they should get rid of management and start that. Start there. Don't get rid of the little people. Get rid of management because that's 2 years in a row that you're laying off 20% of your staff. Nah, you people messed up big. FTX might actually sell about $744 million worth of Grayscale and Bitwise assets. I mean, they're going to use a broker, so I want to see how they actually go about doing this. They're only thinking about it right now. If it was me, I'm going to wait on Grayscale, right? You know why we're waiting on Grayscale, because they might actually become the first Bitcoin spot ETF. That's why I would wait on Grayscale, because they'll just blow up. But that would end up being a huge market mover in that case. So I'd be wondering about how they would do that, but it would be a brokered deal, leveraging a broker or a financial advisor or something like that. So I want to see how they go about doing that, so I can not leverage, but I can understand whether or not it's going to affect the market or not. That's the big deal. And you know what we should do? We should go over the numbers. That's what we should do. So right now, we have a lot of things that are green. I told you XRP is just blowing up. Look at that, 69 cents. 69 cents. And we'll look at the 1 week, 30-day, year-to-date numbers, and you'll see that it's grown a hell of a lot for a while. I mean, it had been just a little while ago, it was like in the high 40s, low 50s, right? And now it's at 69 cents. It's right behind MATIC, which is at 71. There was a larger distance between MATIC and XRP. No, they don't necessarily move together because they're in different spaces. They perform different tasks. XLM is up. People are sleeping on XLM. When I woke up this morning, XLM was at like 12 cents. Now it's at 13. OKB is up. Injective is up. Aave is up. Algorand is up. So you have a lot of projects that are up, really. I have not looked at HBAR, but the reason why I'm bringing up HBAR is because HBAR is actually, let me get to my watch list because I don't want to see everything else right now. But when you get to HBAR, which is within the top 30 now, and it's up 55% in the year, that I got to tell you, I mean, it's a creeper, and they're approaching $2 billion in market cap. Right on the heels of Filecoin, I can easily see them, surpassing Filecoin. Hedera has been quietly moving up. I tell you this because when you look at things like, let's see here, when you start looking at things like Doge, only up 2.72% on the year and really doesn't make big moves unless something else makes big moves, like Bitcoin, because the Elon Musk effect is pretty much worn off of Dogecoin. That's what I'm thinking right now. It's pretty much worn off. You have to respect it. I mean, I don't use it, but you have to respect it. I mean, why? It's over $10 billion in market cap. That's why you have to respect it. That's really why you have to respect it. But when I look at XRP in the top 4, do you see this? Do you see what happened here? Right there, XRP jumped over BNB. That's what happened. And it's up over 100% year to date. Okay? That's outperforming Ethereum. They don't nearly have the market cap, but it outperformed Ethereum just now. Solana up 300%. Cardano's up 42%. Another creeper in Solana, right? Chainlink up 123%, almost 124%. Pay attention to what's going on in the news, because a lot of times, you'll hear something in the news, read something in the news, see something in the news, and not everybody's seen it yet. And if not everybody's seen it yet, you have the opportunity to take advantage of which way it's going to go. Just saying. Pay attention to the news that's out there. All right? Just really do that. Anyway, this is Eddie J on crypto for Grow My Bag TV. I hope you like what I'm doing. If you do, drop me a note. Love to hear from you. And if you don't, drop me a note anyway and tell me how I can improve. Love that. Really love that. And yes, I guarantee this week we're going to have big news for you. Really big news. Anyway, hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.